before we get back to the comments. Champions League came out, Grumpy. The draws for Champions League came out today. I'm excited. I know you're excited.
I am excited.
Let's talk about each item. I think that A group is pretty tough. Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, and Rangers. That's a tough little bracket, I think, Grumpy.
Queens Park Rangers.
Yeah,
I think
Ajax is tough. So is Napoli and Liverpool.
Liverpool's I don't care that they're the second team in the pod, but they're the best team in that particular group. Ajax second, Napoli is third. I mean, it is what it is. I think that's Liverpool and Ajax moving through. Maybe Napoli could somehow pull off an upset over Ajax. That's the only thing. Liverpool will go through.
We're looking at B. You've got Porto, you've got Atletico Madrid, Bayern Leverkusen, and Club Brugge. I think that that's you're looking at probably Madrid and either Porto or Leverkusen that moves on.
I agree.
C looks pretty tough. Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, and freaking Barcelona.
Barcelona. That's a tough group for Barcelona. It's a tough group for any team there. I think that Bayern Munich probably makes it in safely, but I think Inter Milan and Barcelona are going to be fighting it out tooth and nail. Same here.
You got D. You've got Frankfurt, Tottenham Hotspurs, Sporting Club, and Marseille.
That's a pretty balanced group. That's going to be a wild group.
Yep. Because, I mean, Frankfurt's a talented team. Marseille's a talented team. Sporting's a talented team. And Spurs, sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't.
Just for those who don't know how the pots work, the number one seeds are all the winners of the five major leagues in European soccer. Ajax won the Dutch league. Porto won the Portuguese league. Real won. Bayern won the German league. Frankfurt won the Europa League. That's why they're in there. AC Milan won the Italian league. Real won.
They won La Liga
and Champions League. Manchester City won Premier League, and PSG won the French league. And then everyone else is whatever they were. So
yes, okay, gotcha. But all we need to know is pods. 2 teams get out of these pods. That's the most important portion. 2 teams get out of these pods. Everybody else gets sent to either they get sent to Europa League. So based off of performance. But E is also, I think, a pretty tough one as well. AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dynamo there. That I think they're that.
That's a Russian team. Is that a Russian team?
No. That's okay. I want to say it's a Czech team.
Okay.
But I mean, like, Chelsea hasn't looked great to start the year. They've struggled.
Milan and Chelsea should move through, though.
I think Milan and Chelsea will move through, but you could see anything happen. Chelsea's really struggled this year. They've sold a lot of their players and have not had really anything coming back in because of their owner. What was their owner's name again? I cannot remember the prior owner's name.
I don't remember. He was a Russian oligarch, so he was forced to sell the team, and I still think they're or he gave up the reins to the team.
Roman Abramovich.
Okay, There you go.
I can't remember first name. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have been struggling financially. They're probably they sold Timo Werner. I've heard rumors they might even sell Pulisic. They're selling a lot of these players and haven't really had anybody coming back into the club.
Yeah.
They lost Rudiger on free transfer too this offseason.
Yeah, everyone knew he was leaving, though. He said he wasn't coming back.
I'm just saying they didn't replace him with a Koulibaly or a guy of that talent or ilk. So, I mean, they took steps back on the defensive side of the ball and as well as the forward group. F, you look at that, you've got Real Madrid, RP Leipzig, you've got Shakhtar, and you've got Celtic. I think that's not too tough of a pod.
Now, Madrid has played Shakhtar 3 of the last 4 years. As a matter of fact, Shakhtar beat them in group stage last year.
Wow.
But I think that's
home. I'm sure Shakhtar was home when they won. Yes.
Okay. But here's the thing. That's Real's group to lose, honestly.
G, Man City, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund, and Copenhagen. That's a tough pod.
Dortmund had a 2-goal lead in the 90th minute and wound up losing Saturday. So I don't think they're very good defensively. They lost Aaron Holland, who went to Manchester City. I wonder, it's funny. Do you think, I know they're blind draws, but I find it interesting that Dortmund loses a guy, the biggest player on their team, and goes to Manchester City, and they're in the same group. I don't know.
Completely by coincidence, because soccer and FIFA has never ever before taken bribes or done anything shady, because Qatar was totally deserving of the World Cup that's coming up here in a bit. I think they never do anything like that, Grumpy. How dare you even impose that question?
Well, they got popped. All those guys got popped, but Qatar still got the World Cup.
And you've got H, which is PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and I couldn't even tell you what that is.
The last team in the pod. So PSG, they'll win that. Juventus is down. Benfica's okay. I still think Juve will go through with PSG.
Mm-hmm.
The best teams usually go through in the first round.
That pod C is unbelievably stout. That is a tough pod.
Yeah. I think Bayern wins that, and I'm going to pick Inter over Barca, only because I hate Barca. So I'm going to pick Inter over Barca.
Fair enough, Grumpy. Fair enough. Let me see what else we had to talk about before we